Hey guys, my name's Alberto. Welcome to my Romance 4848 Galore channel. Subscribe, like, and share, and comment if you like my videos. Welcome to episode 2 of a romantic, lonely guy's single life journey. Show's new, man. I get not remembering the title. How is it? A lonely single guy life journey, something like that. I'm here to talk about my single life. Um, I did start dating somebody, but unfortunately, they're kind of far. They live in Mexico, um, which is about 50 minutes away, 50 miles away. No, even longer than that, because I would be going to um, some town, and then I have to go across another town. So if I'm lucky, I'll get there in an hour. Let's put it that way. But if it's traffic and all, it probably takes me about an hour and 10 minutes, hour and 20 minutes. Um, she is Mexican. She does have a visa come across. So I guess I'm gonna talk about that. Um, she's a nice girl. She had she had on the internet. She had a picture grab my attention. She's pretty. She especially with her glasses, man. And then she has I don't know. Can I say it here? Do we all get offended? She has nice legs. Nice legs. Um, she's all right. She's nice. Um, so I met. We arranged a meeting where we're gonna go on a date. I guess you could call it the first one. And I hit it from my town. Like it's far away. Like I said, could be an hour 20 minutes. Um, I would say an average would be an hour and 10 minutes. So I took off from my house over there. I was gonna meet her at somewhere near the bridge because she's Mexican. She has a visa. She didn't cross over. And I ended up going to a burger joint. Some of y'all know it, some of you don't, but it's called Whataburger over here in South Texas. So we arranged to go meet at that restaurant Whataburger where they sell burgers and fries and stuff and more. But that's their main thing. So like a burger joint mainly. They don't even sell tacos down here. But it's because it's here in South Texas, big Mexican community and stuff. Anyhow, so I ended up going to the wrong Whataburger because this town was like almost. I've only been there once, and I only went to like an arena to watch wrestling there. I think I don't even know where that place is. I had a GPS it. I ended up going to the wrong Whataburger. She said Whataburger. I ended up going to the wrong one. Shit. So I had to go look it up. I'm like, hey, give me the street name where what Whataburger you're at. And then she told me, yeah, it's on something Boulevard. I went over there. And then she's like, where are you? Where are you? I was scared again. I'm like, man, how many Whataburgers are in here? I'm like, did I go to, this would be the second Whataburger I go wrong. And she's like, finally I see somebody walking. And I'm like, oh, it looks her. She looked a little bit different from her videos. But she looked nice. She looked good. She was pretty. Um, so I saw her walking. The parking lot was kind of big for a Whataburger, but saw her walking. I hugged her. She didn't look too fond of the hug because she was nervous. I don't blame her. And we had arranged to go to my house. Oh, and I forgot to tell you from the beginning before I met her, she said she wanted to go to my house. I'm like, okay. Uh, Guys, I don't, you females out there, I don't recommend you go to a guy. If you want a guy to respect them, don't ask to go to their house the first time because we're smart. We know We might want to get something. I have to watch out with YouTube policy. So I was expecting something. I really was. But I want to be. I'm a romantic guy. You know. So these are the thoughts I had in my mind. What's gonna happen? And then she wanted to meet my mom. I didn't want to meet my mom on the first day. Everybody's different. Your family's different. I've seen that before. Families or females, their what do you call it? Their family influences them. I don't know. I can't say it. Or they're taught that hey, if this guy's interested, they're gonna show you to their mom. But like right away, like the first day, this has happened before, and I'll try to bring up. There's one girl that happened to it in my past. Maybe if I remember, I'll bring it up again. Anyways, so this is what You have to understand as a mentality. I'm going to go in there. Please do not ask to meet a guy's. You're gonna start dating this guy you haven't seen. It's the first time you see him. Please do not. There's a big no-nos in my book. Do not ask to go to a guy's house. If you want them to respect you, do not ask to go to a guy's house the first time you meet them, especially the first. Maybe the second, which I don't even recommend either, but definitely not the first. And do not ask to see to meet the guy's mom the first time you meet him. Is ridiculous. That's down the road, not in the beginning. It's kind of like stupidity. It's just my opinion. Y'all do what y'all want to do. If you want to do it, do it. But I don't recommend it. That's not a way to get a guy's respect. Down the road, you do that stuff. Not now. Anyway, so I'm like, I might get some. Anyway, so going back. She's walking down the parking lot. She finds me. She can get in the car and we take off. I want to get her to my house. See what happens. Now I already think I know what's gonna happen. So she was like, even before that, she was like, it's far. She knew it was far, but she still went anyways. And I told her, it's not going to be that far once we start talking. If we have chemistry talk, we're going to get there like in no time. So sure enough, we get in the car and we're talking and we get to my house in no time. Even though it's more than, yeah, I will say in the average, I have to think about it, but it's like an hour and 10 minutes on average, right? I don't know if I said that already. So we get to my house. Now I'm thinking she's gonna want some because she came to my house the first time. I will keep my word, and I did tell her you probably can't meet my mom, but I'm a guy. You girls are gonna get mad at me. I'm a guy. This is why you're here, so you can know how a guy operates. Remember, she wanted to come to my house the first time I seen her. This is the first time I meet her, just to clarify. So we get to my house, and I immediately ask ask her to go in my room. Hey, show her around a little bit. My house was dirty. A lot of other rooms were dirty, so I didn't show her that around. Like probably just the kitchen, a couple of rooms. Okay, this is my room. Come on in. And I'm a sly dog. I think I lied. I told her I have a disc that I can only play in my room. It won't play in. It won't. This is not a Blu-ray, whatever. In the living room where we have a big TV. There's not. The disc doesn't go, which kind of could be true, but no. I lied. I want to get in my room. I'm not gonna lie. See me as a jerk, but at least you know how a guy operates. I'm telling you the truth. So I get in my room. We start watching movie The Breakfast Club. That's an '80s movie. It's about schools being in detention on a Saturday, and it's kind of at the end it shows some romance. At the end is more romance. We start watching it. We're on my bed, but she's sitting down. And we start out sitting out far apart, and then we get closer and closer. I end up going to the other side of the bed. She's there. And then I get closer and closer to her. Our elbows start touching. That's the first contact. At one point, my arm wraps around. She's like sitting on the bed, and I'm like laying. And then the movie goes on and on. It actually took a while to tell her, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you. And I'm like, are you comfortable? She's like, she's okay. And then she goes, I need to lay down a little bit. And then that's where I put the move. Hope you guys don't think bad of me because you're probably like, no, you shouldn't be telling us, Alberto. You shouldn't be telling us this. This is secret moves, man. You're gonna learn from this. If anything, you should. And if you don't learn from this because you've been through all this stuff already. So I have to watch what I say because of YouTube policy, but uh, yeah. Then I start getting close to her, which lays down and start in a position where we're slightly like laying down. We have pillows holding us up, and then I start. Man, should I be saying this in here? I start squeezing her, holding her, squeezing her, and to get more intimate, and then yeah, then we didn't. Now I'm gonna tell you this. Like I have to watch our YouTube policy, but we didn't go all the way. We did start kissing, making out, and I'm gonna leave it as that. But I did not go away. Uh, I don't think that's wrong with YouTube policy. I did say I'm gonna take off my shirt, but she kept she kept all her clothes on, you know, for the most part. But we did not go all. We didn't do the whole enchilada. You know what I mean? I have to watch out. Again, I have to watch out with YouTube policy. She felt. I think she felt a little bit ashamed. But at the end of the day, we all have needs. You know, we all have needs. And I had not been with a. I have not been with a woman like for. Man, I hope YouTube doesn't get mad at me. Let's just put it this way: I have not made out with a woman for like for 2 years. You know, we have needs, and I'm pretty sure she had needs. I didn't want to ask her if she's been with a guy when's the last time, but despite the things I did, I made her feel wanted. Started kissing ass. Oh, after that, let's see. I'm like, you want me to meet my mom now? She's like, no. I think she felt like it's not appropriate for us to be like making out and then go meet my mom. My mom wasn't here. They don't have access to my channel. My mom's 9 years old and she's very old fashioned. I'm like, you want to meet my mom now? She's like, no, no. She didn't want to meet my mom. I think she was not appropriate making out them to meet my mom, I guess. I'm like, I don't care. Whatever you want, you know. I will tell you, my mom is very, what's it called? I always see it in Spanish saying the word terca. Terca means, oh, stubborn. 9 year olds, of course, she's stubborn, whatever. Always in pain and all that. Anyways, I did take her out to eat. We went to a fish fry place called Long John Silver's. Um, that's what I like about being with a woman, just eating out with her too. I did not just want to use her for that, even though I do have needs. That's why we did it. But we ended up going to that Long John Silver. The place was a fish frying place, fish and fries kind of deal. Uh, she does speak mostly Spanish, so I was like, hey, there's a not to be racist, but I saw there's a black person in the cashier. They may not know Spanish. And she's like, you can order me kind of deal. To make a long story short, I ordered for us. We ate. I enjoyed eating with her. I put my arm around her like this, squeeze her a couple of times and stuff like that. After that, we did go to a thrift shop, and then we did that. She didn't see anything very interesting. I didn't see that much interesting. A lot of Halloween stuff I'm not interested in. And then after that, we went to a Goodwill. It's like a thrift shop as well. She did not like the prices either. Um, she didn't. I guess she didn't see anything she liked. And then she wanted. Oh, at my house, I remember she wanted something to eat. She wanted Doritos and all that. But back to the thrift shops and all that, she did want water, and bought her some water. And it was hot. I bought me a diet Pepsi or something. And then in between, oh, you guys are gonna like this. Um, if I could, I can't walk. I'm diabetic. My kind of legs are jacked up. I can't walk and stuff, but I couldn't. Sometimes I couldn't walk fast enough to open the car door for her. When I could, I did several times. Open the car door for her. I open the door. She gets in. This is my move. Open the door for her. She gets in. I go inside, and we're already kissing terms, so I would kiss her, and she would want to kiss like for about 5 seconds. I think sometimes I pull away too fast. Work on my timing. I haven't done this in a while, but mm, yeah, I would open the door. She gets in and kiss her like this, and then I was like, I said in Spanish, like cuidado. That means, or like, no, it wasn't cuidado. I was like listo, like you're ready for me to close the door to make sure I don't hit her. So I would say listo. She's like, or like ready. She's like, yeah. Close the door for her, and I go around. We take off, and I did this at the I think at all thrift stores I did this. When I was at the when we're at the thrift stores, I didn't want to I did want to hold her from behind a little bit and stuff like that, but I'm like, no, let her shop kind of deal. Show that I can back off. That I'm not gonna be smothering her, right? So it's all about timing. It's all planned out. So when I went to go buy her water at a store, that was like the probably the fourth location. So it'd be in my house. No, actually five. It was my house, the fish fry place, Long John Silver's, and then it was a thrift store, and then it was a Goodwill, and then we went to the regular store to get her water, like a convenience store. Is that what it's called? So that was five places already, and my other move was like um, kissing her hand. We parked somewhere like when I started to take her back, we stopped somewhere at a we had a big parking lot, but it was for like where they sell furniture. When I can too, I'd start kissing her fingers and stuff. Like kiss her back of her hand. Be very romantic. To be romantic. I paid a lot of attention to her fingers when we were at my house too. Like I tell you, I'm a romantic. I'm not lying. My thing I wanted to do, I didn't have time to do it. I didn't want to make her too uncomfortable. Well, I kiss. It's because sometimes when we're out in public, like at the furniture store, I knew that I had more time. That's where I should have did, and I didn't do it. I did kiss some of her fingers, but the thing a guy could do is kiss each one finger all the time. Oh, a lot of girls melt. They melt in your hands, and I wanted to be nice to her. I didn't want to be thinking about myself. I don't like to be an average guy like other guys say, "Hey, did you get her in the sack?" Like going all the way. I don't like that stuff. I'm finally actually hanged out with my friend Michael. I don't have friends, so he was kind of like that. Like, hey, just get her in bed and all that. Well, I did get her in my bed, but we didn't go all the way. We kept our clothes on. We were being watch YouTube take me down. I don't know. I'm very nervous about YouTube because they've already been real strict with me. I would tell you guys more, but YouTube policy and all that. But no, it was mainly innocent. It really was when I was at home with her. So let's get back to the furniture store again. That was one of the last locations. Kissed her fingers, kissed her about 5 seconds. It looked like she didn't want to kiss real quick, so that was good. But she didn't want to kiss too much because she knows that people would come around. It's daytime and all that. All this was done in daytime. Sorry, guys. All this was done in daytime. I got her back. She needed to be back by 3 because she said she needed to go to a birthday party or something. Yeah, but she let it last a little bit longer when she saw the Goodwill. That's the main thing she wanted to do was go to a Goodwill store. So we're at the furniture thing. I kissed her hand, kissed her again. I kissed her throughout the whole day. Everywhere we stopped, tried to open the door when I could. And then after this start, we went home. I was talking. I went to go drop her off at the bridge. So she's gonna go back to Mexico. Oh yeah, and then good thing she doesn't have this channel, this YouTube channel, but she ended up losing her keys. She found out that I was afraid because I thought she parked in the States, but she didn't. She parked in Mexico. she had forgotten her keys. Yeah, I'm like, she's stressed about it, and I was like, man, I hope you didn't lose your keys over here. You know, I do check at when we left my house that she had her keys. But to make a long story short, she ended up she had left the keys in her car, but good thing she parked in Mexico. So the keys are there, they're just in the car, and that's what happened. And she was gonna have to call a locksmith to go, or her brother or somebody to go help her out. Um, I had no problem with her. Actually, no problem. I just understood she was nervous being at my house. You know. Oh, by the way, let me finish it off. I dropped her off at the bridge, and I wanted a kiss. There, she got nervous because there was people around, and gave her a small kiss. She's like, "Oh, there's people here." And the last thing she told me from on that day was like, I thought she said it was funny too because I thought I heard when I dropped her off, like she was gonna go off in the bridge and go to Mexico. When she was getting out of the car, the last thing I heard was, "Why?" She said it in Spanish. I should go. She said, "My Spanish ain't all that great. English is my first language," but she goes, "I'm a U.S. citizen. I was born here, so." But she's totally Mexican, born over there, which is fine. So she gets out of the car, and I heard her say, and I'll do a translation, but I'll say in Spanish. She said, how she said, ¿Por qué me fui en tu, ¿Por qué necesito ir a mi cuarto? Or something like that, which means why did I end up in your room? That's what I heard. But later on, I'm still messenger. We're still talking and stuff, and we are arranging another date. Uh, she said no, she didn't say that. She said that I hope I didn't leave my keys in your room. My thing is, I thought like it's kind of like I felt like I had her hostage. I don't have her hostage. I'm watching YouTube. I'm just it's a something. I don't mean that literally. I felt like in the situation where she felt like like I had all the cards, you know, like I could have just dropped her off and been mad with her, whatever. I'm like, no, I need to get her home safely. And I felt like she had freedom when she got out of the car and said what she meant, like what she really wanted to tell me was that why did you end up in your room, you know. YouTube, it's all innocent. Please don't get mad at me or anything like that. It's a analogy, whatever, you know. No, but I was gonna make sure she was safe and she got home safely. And I even told her, hey, at one point, anytime in this date, because you don't know me, we just met. If you're uncomfortable, I'm uncomfortable, which is true. I don't. I always put myself in the other person's shoes, no matter if they're a bad person, no matter if I think they're easy, whatever. It's the truth, you know. At the end of the day, it's about what they want to do because I'm gonna do what they want to do. I don't force anybody to do anything they don't want to do. You know what I mean? I could say a good guy. Y'all could call me a jerk. You know, because I did lie to her about this. I did want to get her in my room. Um, I don't know. I want to get to know her more. It's not love at first sight. It's just dating, you know. And I do see some potential, you know, but a lot of it's her looks. I gotta get to know her more. She's kind of shy. She doesn't. She does talk a lot, but sometimes I'm like, she could tell me more about herself, you know. Um, she likes ranchero music. I don't like that. I act like a white boy, even though I'm Mexican American. But at the end of the day, I'm an American. I don't. I was born here. I'm not. I don't show any allegiance to Mexico. I do date people from Mexico, but and I kissed her with a nice kiss. She didn't have bad breath, nothing. She was. I was like, yummy. Yeah, that's the thing. Some people don't taste yummy. Unfortunately, some Mexicans I tasted awful, but she tasted. Yeah, she smelled good. Had cream in her hands when I kissed her. That's what I liked. But the getting to know us part, she doesn't. Um, well, at the end, like I tell the end. Let me just confirm the end before I talk to you. I dropped her off. She left. She said the comment about the bed. There was miscommunication, I guess, but that's what I heard. That I felt she was guilty. So she went to my room, but she said no. She was. But she said, Later on, she confirmed and said that no, she was concerned. She left keys in her car keys in my room, so I dropped her off, and there she went. I want to add this before I go. Is what was I gonna say? Um, the creamy hands, I like that. She had her nails all made up. She said she didn't make it up for me. I think she's lying. I think she did it for me. I'm just kidding. I don't know. She said she just did it. Oh yeah. Uh, when we message, I do want to mention that she doesn't. She always says she has a busy job and stuff, so she doesn't get to message me that much. Um, so I need to flow with her. You guys gotta learn this. I flow with her. If she does, excuse me, but I do is if you, the female, do not message me that much. I mean, I'll message first, and we'll see where it goes there. But I'm learning the best thing to do is go with a flow. If she's not, because what she does is she doesn't message that much, says she's busy at work, so I'm not gonna message her the next day that much. But it's important that I message her because if I stop messaging her, then that seems like it lose interest and it's like losing its magic because it's showing I'm not interested. I need a flow with her. If I will say like right now she don't message that much, I'm not gonna message that much. You gotta everything needs to be balanced. That's the advice I'm giving to you guys. If you're a guy or girl, go with that. I do think I can't speak how do I can't speak for the girls that much, but I see a lot because I'm not gonna lie. I've talked to girls a lot before her, and they want to play like hard to get. It's a game. To me, it's a game because a lot of girls. I'm not gonna say all of them, but most of them initiate. Okay, I'm not gonna text that much. Um, it's because they want the guy to chase them. It's all about the chase. I'll be honest, if a girl or female has kids, it's even harder, man, because they're going to have less time. It's very rare that a single mom has time for a guy. Hey, comment if you're a single mom. But it's true. And then there's a busy gal that's really busy. That's the other one that doesn't have kids. Those are hard. Those are hard to. They are also hard because it doesn't matter if they have kids or not, whether they give you the time or not. It's very rare, but it has happened where a single mom gives me attention. Kind of feel bad because I feel like the single mom is putting me before their kids, which shouldn't probably be doing. But I like the attention because that's the main thing that's gonna get me is the attention they give me. Why am I gonna be with somebody that's gonna ignore me right there when they're ignoring me? Is like bye bye, I give you the boot. Who cares? Because you're not giving me attention anyways. You don't want me. I'm just being honest, and everybody's gonna want me. I do have another Mexican friend. It's another one, not this one I'm going out with, but I can't see her, and she's always on me. I'm messaging her, and she'll every time I message her, she wants to call me. And that's because she works, right? But she has her own business and stuff. She's a good friend, but she's in love with me, and she already has another boyfriend. But I can't see her because I'm afraid to go to Mexico. But this one over here that I am dating, I am thinking about going there. Well, the first, like the one I say has a boyfriend, she lives way into Mexico. I'm not gonna go there. There's like drug cartel stuff. I'm not going over there. This one that I'm dating lives right by the border, so that's a little bit where I could jump in and out, and hopefully nothing bad happens to me. I do plan on going over there, but financial situation, it costs money to go there. I got bills to pay. But I told her when I have money, I'll go see her again. This girl I dated. Um, I just want to romance her and I want her to be happy, but she may not be the one. She may. I don't know. It's too early to say. Um, I don't know. Hopefully everything goes well. So I guess I better end it there. Whatever. I told you as much as I remembered. I could forget stuff, but this is episode of romantic lonely single guy life whatever. I can't remember the titles. The show's too new. I hope you learned something from this. I love you guys. I'm gonna leave you with this. Let's see if I remember. I don't even remember my last line. I don't even say it anymore. I think it's something like the world will never be a perfect place, but we all can make it better. Okay, I'll leave you with that. I love you guys. I hope you learned from this video. This is a conclusion of romantic single lonely life guy journey, whatever I called it. I love you guys. I'll see you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.